Coming up on the Paranormal AfterParty.
This week, the Generic Black Shirt Group is in Hazleton, Pennsylvania at the Sanctuary to live out every guy's dream. To become a wrestler. Well, maybe not become a wrestler, but come as close as they're ever possibly going to get, and at least have a little fun. That is, until the real wrestler shows up. The Sanctuary was built over 100 years ago as a church, but now serves as a wrestling arena.
2, 3, and there he is. I think having him walk around this entire time shirtless and is I think he
crazy. I thought I was going to throw up at one point. All that Chinese food was going to come out.
Johnny G, I'm coming for you.
Like this, and he goes like this. Here's Ava. She got a little spittle fell from her. You're looking at him.
The next issue of, it's a June issue, Pro Wrestling Illustrated. This is like the magazine for wrestling.
It's the Rolling Stone magazine of professional wrestling.
It is. It's been around for years and years. When I was a little kid, this is what I read, and I fell in love with ringside photography, and here I am years later doing it. And this is one of my pictures of Atu and Marcy. And there's a whole write-up about Sanctuary Wrestling here, so just first time I've been in this mag, and I've been doing this for like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years now, so.
Way to go, Johnny G!
Big honor, big honor.
So happy for you guys.
There's actually 2 rings here. Obviously the one here, and then the ramp is a converted ring, right, John?
The ramp used to be it's a converted ring, yeah. Used to be a 20-foot ring that they cut down into a 16-foot ring, which now it's converted into a 24-foot ramp because back in the day, there's 2 different kinds of rings. That's a flexi-beam ring, that's the one that they currently use up in WWE, and that's the ones that they used to use in WCW, I think, to some degree. Back in the 1990s, they used to use something called a spring ring, where the ring would come together in the center to a plus, where there would be a spring under it. Both of those rings are standard old-school WWF rings. That ring was in WrestleMania in the first 10. I don't want to exactly say the name of which one because I'm not positive, but it had all the classical blue WWF turnbuckle pads. The staging area is an old WWF ring from, I want to say, more of the Attitude Era. It was right at the point when they had the black WWF turnbuckle pads with the classic WWF logo.
So who would have been some of the people that may have been in these rings?
In the 16-footer that was converted from the 20-footer, I think you'd have Hogan and Andre and stuff like that of that generation. And then the other ring would have had like Brett, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. Obviously, the Wild Samoans were the ones where these guys came from. Both them and the Head Shrinkers, Rikishi, stuff like that. This used to be an old church. Yeah, this is Holy Trinity Roman Catholic Church, I believe it is. Slovak.
Yeah.
Slovak. I bought it about 2 years ago now, and I converted it into this arena of sorts. It's kind of always been my dream to kind of build some kind of a static arena like this. And this church served at the right place at the right time.
What's that? What are the claims?
Well, if you talk to John, there are no claims.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily believe. Again, I'm not somebody. I think that when you die, you're going to some other state that isn't necessarily going to be floating around scaring people.
So until we get something, we capture something really good tonight.
I am gonna be
that freak
a
you
huge
out?
fan. I don't get freaked out easily.
No?
No, but I'd be really excited about it. I'd be reinvestigating all of theology.
Now you got a couple of wrestlers coming here or something.
We got Big Atu, the Doomsday
So
Jesus.
is he gonna go around with us all night tonight?
I would love Atu to be around. Atu is gonna make.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Atu equals ratings. I hope you find some kind of a ghost or spirituality thing. Because let me tell you, I've spent many drunken nights in here, you know, looking up, having conversation, and not hearing much back, you know. So I mean, that's the. This is a very. I hope you kids find something in here.
But I'll tell you, the first time we did a show here, I do photography, ringside photography here. First time we did a show, I brought my daughter with me, and she brought a K2 meter and a ghost box. And so after the show was over, she ran it for a little while, and she got hit. She was very excited. So I think we're going to have some good luck.
Flip, I'm gonna jump off here when you catch me.
Get him on the first bounce at least.
Bring your horse in.
From my understanding, this was just the priest quarters for when they were doing when they were preparing for masses. There was a place there for them to wash their hands when they were about to go out. I guess that this is common inside churches. There's like a little corridor that goes back to the other side of the altar.
Okay, so here we are in Sanctuary in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, about to go into the ring to do an EVP session. An EVP session stands for electronic voice phenomena, where we will ask questions, pause for like 5 or 6 seconds, and then ask another question. Sometimes we get voices coming through the recorders and audible, called disembodied voices that you can hear with your ear to see what may be around.
I like that.
You ready for this?
Obi get Hendrix.
Right? Hello, my name is Joe. I have some friends with me. Atu, my sister Chris, and Jamie. Excuse me, Jamie. We're here to see if any spirits may be lingering here in this building. If you are here, can you make a sound or perhaps let us hear your voice, please? I have a device in my hand. It won't harm you. If you come close to it, it'll light up different colors. Is there any way you can affect this piece by coming closer to us?
When we first came in, we thought we heard you say something in the back as we were approaching the ring. Are we not allowed here?
They're afraid of the God King.
Is that true? Does he deserve the belt?
Do you believe in Doomsday Jesus? For you are now my church.
I just haven't heard a voice.
Behind you, right?
Yeah, behind us.
Don't give us anything. One of all. The trials and tribulations of life.
Hi, this is Tex Stram for SunsetRanches.net. I'm here to help you get started on your journey to land ownership and to share with you the 6 most important tips when looking at buying land. Tip number 1, purpose of land. So what is your goal for the land investment? Recreation, livestock, or even home building? When looking at land purchase, it's important you know what you want to do with it now and in the future. Some land won't let you build on it. Others won't let you hunt, camp, or ride motorcycles. All of the land we offer on sunsetranches.net let you do all the above and more. Tip number 2, location and roads. Location is, as they say, everything. Is it close to a highway or major city? Some internet land sellers give you a great price, but their land has no road access or is in a remote area not close to any major city. All of the property sunsetranches.net offers is close to El Paso, Texas, and has great highway and road access. Tip number 3, power and waste. It's critical to understand what options are offered for power and waste disposal, especially if you intend to build on your property. Are there any type of easements offered for power to be established or expanded? Are solar and wind power available to build on your property? And are septic systems allowed? All of the tracts sold by sunsetranches.net allow building of solar, wind, and septic systems and have easements for power expansion. Well, that's the end of part 1. Make sure to watch part 2 and start your way to land ownership. We make it easy for you to get started. So start your land ownership adventure today.
Can you tell me if you know the whereabouts of Robin Williams?
What was that?
That one come?
It sounded like a female to me.
Yeah. It almost sounded like it was coming from over there.
Yeah.
But aren't they over there?
I believe so.
But aren't they over there?
I believe so.
But aren't they over there?
I believe so.
Actually, look, right between that curtain right there, Joe. Can you see that spot?
Yeah, it's
I see this right here is like a light, and then something keeps going back and forth right there. It sounds like you can hear like conversation right now, like light conversation. Gonna be here for a while. Gonna be here for a while. Gonna be here for a while.
Can you give us anything? A warning about the trials and tribulations of life.
The trials and tribulations of life. Is music going to get better? The trials and tribulations of life. Is music going to get better?
Is music going to get better? Will people stop saying beast mode? I most certainly am not a fan of life. They don't call me the Doomsday Jesus because I'm looking forward to today. More like I'm a fan of the end of days. So I would like for our friend to clue us in as to what the hell goes on.
Are you talking to each other, trying to figure out what we're doing?
I can't tell if that's like from the, if there's cars going on. I can't tell if that's like from the, if there's cars going on. I can't tell if that's like from the, if there's cars going on.
Well, if you're not going to talk to us, we're going to move on. We've got the whole night ahead of us. So if you have been talking to us and we didn't hear you, we thank you. And stick around because we'll be here for quite a while.
What are you doing?
Like, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out.
This selfie
You know
girl.
what I mean?
Is there anybody in the building with us now? Can you tell us your name? John again. Did you hear that? Is your name John, or are you naming somebody here with us? Steve? Did you hear that?
Is there anybody in here with us right now?
Me. Who's me? Do you have a name?
Can you tell us your name?
Are you good or evil? Does our presence offend you?
Do you know the people in this room? Can you name one of them? Yep. Prove it. You heard the man, prove it. Did you ever come to this church when you were alive? Yep, is he saying up here?
How many of us are up here?
6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you counting us or spirits?
Is it better on the other side?
Is God still in this house? Atu's a Muslim.
Non-practicing, please pass the porch.
What if I said I don't believe in you?
Does it matter that John's a non-believer?
What if I said I'm not scared of you? Or the darkness? What if I said however strong you think you are, I'm equally as strong?
Did you say weak? Come on, there's somebody in here. What did you say?
There is?
There is.
Who? Is this your church?
Make a sound.
Atu.
Atu? Is it Atu?
Do you know my name?
Did you ever see Johnny G here before?
Yep.
Yep. There you go. Whose picture did he take? Come on, I just want to hear somebody's name. Just yell out one name.
How many of us are standing up here?
Come on, we came a long way to talk to you.
And if you are here now, where did you come from?
He's in prison?
Jason King's family, I guess.
How many women do you see up here?
Keep saying 8, which there is 8 of us.
Can you tell me who keeps touching the back of my hair?
Atu quit being a creeper.
Creeping it real.
Creeping it
We
real.
got our fair share of creepers.
My hand has not left the Sanctuary Heavyweight Championship.
Do you think you could beat Atu? He laughed at him.
Did you ever see him perform before? Atu, say that.
Keep hearing.
Can you say it again? Clear?
Should I put over Atu or Marcy tomorrow? No.
No. No.
That's not an answer.
Come on, give me an answer.
What if you remove those
Me?
If you're here, why?
Female on there.
I'm here. Steve. Do you know Steve? Chief Jesus? Jesus?
Sound like Jesus,
Is
yeah.
that Jesus?
Doomsday Jesus.
He knows me.
Who doesn't know Doomsday Jesus?
Ask for me by name.
Could Jesus beat Atu? Let's see.
Let's see. Is that what he said? Yes, I don't know.
Is there music where you are? And can you please kill Kanye West?
That's what I just said.
I thought that's what it said too.
Hey man, no. You.
Howdy, Tex Stram here for part 2 of 6 important tips of how to buy land, brought to you by SunsetRanches.net. In Part 1, we covered knowing the purpose of your land, location, and power. In Part 2, we will cover services, surveying, and terms. Let's get started. Tip number 4, services. You hope you never need it, but if you do, are there fire and police services provided by the county you purchase your property in? It's important to check since in some remote locations, telephone and internet service may not be available. At sunsetranches.net, we do the homework for you, and we are happy to report all of our tracks have police, fire, emergency, phone, and internet services available. Also available nearby are post offices, food, lodging, schools, and medical facilities. Tip number 5. Survey. Why is it important? Land survey is important to avoid confusion and legal troubles, and any credible land seller should survey their land. A professional land surveyor will research the documents available about your land, including titles and previous surveys. They then go out to the land and they will physically measure the property and check these dimensions against the previous records to find any discrepancies. Land surveyors can also use electronic equipment, GPS positioning, or other devices to determine the boundaries of your property. At sunsetranches.net, we care about your peace of mind, so all land sold by sunsetranches.net is professionally surveyed. Tip number 6, terms. All buyers should have buying terms up front. You should be able to see plainly the monthly payment, down payment, interest rate, and any other fees. A sample contract, if requested, should be provided for you. View the properties we sell at sunsetranches.net, and you'll notice on each listing we put all the relevant information up front for the buyer. Never get in a deal where the seller does not want to put up front the terms of the contract. Well, that ends our 6 most important tips for buying land. Visit our website at www.sunsetranches.net to view more information about land ownership and to browse our land listings. We make it easy for you to get started, so start your land ownership adventure today.
Come on,
And the controversy.
we have a non-believer here. We have to do something to prove to John that there are spirits here.
I could get in touch with you.
I don't know, you just bounced off me, so. It might have been me.
I don't know what it is.
I felt this touching me here.
Really?
Yeah, you just leaned up against me.
Oh no, something touched the back of my
I didn't touch your
body.
hair.
Are we not welcome here?
Are you one of the saints?
You know that there's relics here in this church?
Eight? I thought it was saint.
I thought I heard Saint too.
Saint?
Yes.
Something like that, yeah.
My name is Anthony. Is St. Anthony in the building? 6? Wait. Okay, we're gonna go. If you want us to leave, just say go. You say go?
Get the ring cards.
The ring card. Get the ring card. That's it.
We're in the basement. You got me, Eric, Greg. We do a little echo box session. We're also going to record it. So, recorder on in the basement. Is there anybody down here in the basement with us? We had a lot of people running around upstairs. Did you come down here to get away from them?
I heard a yes, right?
My name's Flip. I'm here with Greg and Eric. Can you tell me your name? Sit down too. It was buried in there.
What?
Downstairs.
Is there any German coming through? Or?
Was ist los? Was ist los? Was ist los? Can you please tell us your name? Can you tell us what goes on upstairs? Can you tell us what goes on upstairs? Can you tell us what goes on upstairs? Who's that? It's
Eric. Say my name again. Eric.
That was a deeper voice though. Are there more than one of you here? Do you ever watch the wrestling shows upstairs?
That's weird.
Eric again said.
Eric, but it said something about I see something. I missed it. To the gentleman that's not speaking English, can you say your name, please?
Ian?
There's just a Steven in there. Tell us who's champion upstairs. There's a help in there.
Best? You're the best.
Say Atu.
His name is Atu. It just sounds like a lot of German. I was going to say, usually you hear English words. Why?
Ask about black something.
Ask about black something. Ask about black something.
Do you not like a black man being champion? Racist.
Well, rape?
Do you know we have a black president?
Yep. And that's why I have a black champion.
That's why I have a black champion. That's why I have a black champion.
Can you tell me the name of the lady who played the organ here for 50 plus years? Hold on. Mary. That's her name. They said Mary.
Yep, they're all agreeing to it.
Yep.
Do you still see this building as the church?
Yeah. Wow, that was clear. That was loud and clear there.
Are you aware of what goes on upstairs now?
Are you aware of what goes on upstairs now? Are you aware of what goes on upstairs now?
Sure. Somebody's laughing at me.
Laughing, huh?
What color is Atu wearing right now? That's what I just said.
I thought that's what it said too. Hey man, no, you. That's the doomsday Jesus. I take offense. Oh, disgusting. Oh. Whoa.
Here, we're going to turn the REM pod on and see if I'll make it come on here, guys. Here, we're going to turn the REM pod on and see if I'll make it come on here, guys. Here, we're going to turn the REM pod on and see if I'll make it come on here, guys.
Yeah, K2's going off crazy. It touched red a couple times.
Yeah.
Are you in here with us now?
Yep.
Who are you standing next to?
Flip, you just said flip. Whoa.
Tap Atu on the shoulder. Carefully, as spikes.
Pardon? Oh, there we
Atu.
go. Atu.
Wrestler.